Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the full and comprehensive guide to GPhC adjudication. You need to know that for GPhC documentation, you are not filling any form online. Like, you're not going online to fill certain forms or to make payments immediately. What you need to first do is to get your documentations ready. Like your documents, you need to get them ready. So I'll be highlighting all the documents that you need. You need your IELTS results. Like I stated in one of my videos, that you need to write IELTS academics and you need to score a minimum of 7 points in each of the modules. I mean writing, reading, speaking, and listening. But if you don't want to go through the ordeal of writing IELTS, you can opt for the option of NARIC, which is a bit more expensive, but then it doesn't expire. So it has a lifetime expiry, if I can put it that way, unlike IELTS that expires 2 years after your result is out. NARIC does not expire. So also, you need to reach out to your university to send your transcript to GPhC. So while you're preparing for your IELTS, you can go ahead to your university to apply for your transcript. And also, I need to state here that if you have done a pre-degree, like a pre-degree kind of program, if you have or you have done A-levels program before you gain admission to the university, you also need to reach out to your schools to send your academic transcripts to GPhC. So it's not just your university transcript. If you have done some programs before your degree, your BPharm, you need to send your transcript for those academic years too. After doing that, you need to reach out to your Pharmacist Council. So for Nigerians, Pharmacist Council of Nigeria is the body that regulates the activities of pharmacists in Nigeria. So you need to reach out to PCN to send a letter of good standing on your behalf to GPhC. Before now, that used to cost around 30,000 naira, but now it is a whooping sum of 100,000 naira for you to get your letter of good standing to GPhC. So having done that, also remember that all these things have to be done by your institutions and not by you. So you cannot get your student copy of the transcript and then send to GPhC. No, you need your school to send it directly to GPhC. So having done all this, you also need your ENIC certification statement. ENIC is the UK National Information Center, where they need to compare your university degree or your BPharm or PharmD degree, whichever the case may be. They need to compare it with the equivalence in UK standard. It's like an evaluation of your BPharm or PharmD degree, like what it is equivalent in the UK. And that is also for a particular amount of money that I'm going to be sharing in my subsequent video. Having completed your academic documentations, you need to get your document for identification. And that includes, you need to get the biodata page of your passport. You need to get the photocopy, make the photocopy. And also, if your name has changed from what you have on your passport or on your certificate, you need some supporting document to back it up, like a marriage certificate if you have gotten married and you've had your name changed. So you need to get a marriage certificate. You need to get a newspaper publication to support that. You need to get affidavit stating your change of name. You also need to get your birth certificate as a means of identification. You need to get photocopies of all of these things. Then your BPharm degree or your PharmD degree, as the case may be, you need to make photocopy of your certificate. So you need 2 referees to write reference letters on your behalf. One must be a professional referee and the other must be an academic referee. So as a pharmacist, I suggest a lecturer from your university and one of your employers can be your referees. So they have to write a letter on a letter-headed paper. On their letter-headed paper, they have to state that they are writing on your behalf for GPhC documentation purpose. They have to write their full names, their signature has to be dated. They need to put your own full name also, and they need to include their registration numbers on their reference letters. So you also need 2 passport photographs, and you need a legal practitioner to help you countersign this passport by writing at the back that they confirm that the passport looks like you, and they need to sign and date the passports. So later on, you will go to GPhC website to download a particular application form. It's such a long one, and I'm going to display it on the screen. So you download that form. It's such a long one, I must confess. So you fill the form in block letters. That's where you attach your passports, your passport photographs. You fill the form. Fill carefully. At this point, I advise that you first use a pencil before you use a pen, because you really have to be careful, or you make more than one copy, so that if you make any error in one, you can simply, transfer all the information to the new one, to the second one. And on that form, your legal practitioner has another section where he or she has to fill. So having countersigned all your documents, because your legal practitioner has to sign all these photocopies and the original reference letters. They have to state that they affirm that they have seen all the original copies of your documents, and they have to put their signature, they have to put their stamp, they have to date, put their own registration numbers, or is it practicing numbers. They have to date all your documents. So they also have to do that to your form that you're going to be downloading and printing. They have to state that they have to put their signature, they have to stamp it, they have to put their registration number, just like a notary public kind of thing. They have to notarize all your documents and also go ahead to fill that portion of the form for your legal practitioner. So on that form, you also state the preferred universities where you want to do your OSPAP program. So having compiled all these documents, in fact, send as many documents as possible. You have to courier these documents to GPhC, or you send via post office. So, it's going to cost you some money. In order to avoid incomplete documentation and you having to resend some other documents, you have to do your homework very well. In fact, send as many documents as you deem necessary. Don't limit your documents to the ones that they have asked. Just send as many as possible. They won't query you. They will not sanction you for sending more than they requested for. So you have to send all these documents, and upon GPhC receiving all these documents, when they receive these documents, it's at that point that they will send you a mail, because on that form you have to fill your email address. And that's why I said you really have to be careful while filling that form. So they will send you a mail that they have received your documents, and then that you can go ahead with the payment for your GPhC application. So you see, it is not at the beginning, it's not at the start that you make payment of £687. It is after you have sent your documents and they have received your document that they will send you a link to payment of your application fee. So after paying your application fee, it will take about 1 month, all things being equal. That is, if there's no issue with your documents, it will take 1 month for them to process and then get back to you regarding your eligibility status. So if they find you eligible, they'll send you a mail to that effect. And from then, you can start reaching out to the universities of your choice where you have applied. You can start reaching out to them concerning your admission processes. But before then, you don't need to send messages. You don't need to reach out to the universities that you have chosen. You have to wait till your eligibility status is out before you now, contact the universities of your choice about their admission processes. So if you have any question regarding this GPhC adjudication, let me know in the comment section. If you have any difficulty, let me know in the comment section.